Gypsy Rose's fake DNA test results.
Y'all, allegedly, Gypsy Rose scammed us on the paternity test. Y'all, I went down this deep hole to figure out what was going on. So this is DDC Diagnostic Center. So I said, where in Louisiana is a location? These are all the locations that they have in the United States. None of them say Louisiana. Then I started searching and it says home paternity test. I was saying to myself, am I sure it's a home paternity test? Let me look to see if I could find a location. Well, I found this. I marked it out because I don't want to dox the people. But it's in Ohio, right? Now her test also says Ohio. Here you go. So did she say she was taking a paternity test and she was taking an at-home paternity test? How do we even know what's really what? But I also looked up what is a sample of this test. This would be a sample of the test from there. I want you to look at this one more time, and we're going to go back and look at hers. Here we go. Now, what I do find is odd about this is she puts this paternity test after she spirals on live yesterday. Not only does she spiral, she does that video of her trying to bait Ryan. That is so strange to me, right? Like, that's extra strange. Because I think a lot of people aren't even realizing that Ruby and her in that video were very similar. Like, so similar, it was scary. And it made me actually nervous for Ryan. Now, we also know Gypsy Rose is not really trustworthy, so can we really trust this test? We know she's altered stuff before, and I also think it's ironic that she allegedly went to lunch with Bree yesterday. After you go to lunch with Bree, you pop up with this result. Now you know Bree is good with the handy dandy rent-a-center laptop that she has, right? So do we think that maybe they could have did something? Because why do those paternity tests not look the same at all? That's the sample. Why does it not look like the sample? And I also called and they said that the sample is the standard test, the way it would look. So is Jip Jip lying? Is she baiting us? Did she do this because she had that spiral and it didn't turn out the way she wanted it to? What happened? Like, what took place? I don't know. Y'all tell me what you think. Drop your comments down below because I just think this is really, really weird.
Whoa, did Gypsy Rose Blanchard put out fake paternity papers? Because what I just noticed is so crazy, I can't help but think that they are false now. And before I go on, I want to say this is all speculative. It is alleged. I do not have anything offered as a statement of fact, just to clarify. But what I found is just so odd that I am starting to doubt the legitimacy of these papers. As always, don't forget to hit the follow button. That way I can kind of build my following and get my content out there a little bit easier and repost this video. So I decided to look up the company that these papers that Gypsy Rose herself put out, and there are just a lot of inconsistencies that I am finding trouble ignoring. Because when I looked at this report that Gypsy posted and looked at the report that is available as a sample report to compare, this one does not match what is on the company website. And that's why they provide a sample report so you can verify that something is correct. Let me show you. This is the way that the report is listed on the website from the DNA Diagnostic Center, prenatal paternity testing on maternal blood. It is completely different. They don't put a sample report out and then do a completely different format. They just don't do that. You can see the header of it is different. Overall, the whole format of it is different. So I went to try to do like a reverse image search, and the only thing that I could find other than this one is a different one. I think this was maybe before they rebranded the company. similar to this one. And also, this one says the certainty, it's a trademark thing that they do in order to, I guess, verify. It's like their own thing, and usually it will contain that if you order that type of test. And I think they do that if it's for legal purposes. I'm not entirely sure, but this is the only other format of prenatal paternity test results that I could find, and it just does not match Gypsy Rose Blanchard's. And because Gypsy Rose posted this image with it not being redacted, you can see right above my head right there where it says a reference number. That is what you will use whenever you get an email to log into lab results. They will always send things pretty securely so that way you can, log in once the test results back. That goes for multiple labs all over the states, whether it's for paternity or other medical purposes. And I'm not instructing you to do anything with that reference number. But if you did, and say there wasn't anything that matched, this is what could potentially pop up. So something like this will pop up if you type in a reference number that is not active or doesn't exist in their system. So I don't know. I mean, I'm not telling you to do anything. I'm not saying I did anything. Nobody did anything. But I'm just saying if that happened, because, yeah. So then I went back to Gypsy's original report and I adjusted the contrast and saturation. And as you can see, there is like I don't know if you need to turn your brightness up or whatever, but you can see an outline as if the words on there were literally cut and paste onto a document. And there's no reason why a digital report would have that unless it is some sort of Photoshop, in my opinion. I'm not saying anything for certain. I just find it very, very weird. But that's just what I think. And from various lab tests that I've done, typically, if they give you a sample report, it always matches the sample report. So you know that it's right. And I'm struggling to understand why it would be different. But I don't know. What do you guys think? I just find it very, very weird. I just find it very suspicious that she's posting it and it has all these issues at a time where she's acting very unhinged. Obviously with the whole Ryan Anderson thing, blowing up about him, being with other women and being disrespected by that apparently in her eyes, even though she's pregnant with another dude. And then making these videos trying to seduce Ryan Anderson using that crazy fish from Shark Tale. If you haven't seen my last video, that was weird. But I don't know, it just seems like there's too many inconsistencies to make any sense for me. But I don't know, what do you guys think?
So, okay, again, Girly Pop posted her DNA test, right? Because she wanted to show the public that this is Ken's baby, and she wanted to give Ryan closure so he could move on, right? And then she got all jealous about him moving on and all. Yeah, okay. Well, Girly Pop, you didn't blur anything out. Not signatures, not your personal information, nothing. That was real dumb, in my personal own opinion. Just saying. Look at this. So there's the oh, sorry, y'all. If the phone would do right. Okay, so she went to the DNA Diagnostic Center, supposedly. And like we said, we thought that creators were being like, okay, y'all are just reaching now. The girl done the DNA test. It's Ken's baby. Whatever, we'll leave it alone. Okay, but maybe not necessarily. They weren't reaching, not necessarily. For what we're about to show you, we're going to go through it with y'all right here. So she has the case number on here, and she also has the reference number on here, along with her full name as the mother and Ken's full name as the potential father, or alleged father, as it says. And then she has the signatures down here from the state of Ohio, which this is supposed to be the notary public, okay? And then this other signature right here is supposed to be the PhD laboratory director for DDC, DNA Diagnostic Center. So take a look at this. Okay, so with y'all, we're going to go on the DNA Diagnostic Center's website, the login thing for if you have results that you're wanting to get. So we'll go here. And it's got results login. And then it says to view and download your results, enter required info in the fields below and click continue. And y'all can do this for yourselves as well. We've seen where someone else done it. We'll show you what happens. We're not telling anyone to go after this diagnostic center or to go after DipGyp or anything like that. It's just to show y'all something, and we would like to know y'all's thoughts and comments and opinions on it. What do y'all think? Do y'all think people are just reaching now to try to, prove her wrong? Or do y'all think this actually could be a thing? Like we were thinking, let me just show you this. The required information that's needed is a reference number or email. Okay, well, we have the reference number because Girly Pop didn't blur it out. Ding dong. You need to blur stuff like that. She didn't blur it out. She didn't cut it out. Nothing. She left it for us, so we're going to use it. But that's the required information. What I was going to say is their site is very secure. They also have a sample. Where did it go? Okay, so y'all can see here that DDC, DNA Diagnostics Center, offers non-legal tests. Okay, and they also offer legal tests. The non-legal one, you can see, cannot be used in the courtroom. The legal test, it says, can be used in the courtroom. That does not mean that the court will accept this test from her. Okay, especially if it's not genuine. But do y'all think that this reference number, it is real and Ding Dong just didn't blur it out? Or do you think that it's real and the whole test is real and people are just reaching at this point? Or do y'all think that she faked the number, like edited it and faked it and put a fake reference number up? Like, we want to know y'all's thoughts and opinions on this, because I'm about to show you what happens when you put her reference number in. But look at what the sample test looks like. So this is the sample test. And the reason they have the sample test on their website, which I have this saved under my notes on my phone, but I'll show you. See right down here at the bottom, you can literally, right here, you can literally click on view sample report. So that's what we did. And we just saved it here so that we could show y'all. This is, and it's got the DDC at the bottom, at the top. This is the DNA Diagnostic Center's sample report. The reason they put this sample report up, and y'all, because is so that you can compare it to your actual result test when you get it and make sure, okay, this isn't fake, especially somebody like Gypsy, like someone said in the comments, because she's real ditzy. So Gypsy, fits pretty well as also. Anyway, the sample, lets you know that you're getting accurate results, because especially someone like Gypsy, someone could be trying to be hateful or something like that, and send her a fake test result or whatever in the mail. This way she has reference numbers, a case number, etc., to be able to, match it up with and make sure that, what she is receiving truly is from the DNA Diagnostic Center, right? But y'all see, this looks nothing like the test that she posted. So y'all see, Miss Girly Pop posted this. Okay? It looks nothing like the sample. You see this, it's got the case number and reference number up there at the top. And then it's got mother, alleged father in that little box there. And then statement of results in another box. And she said she even done this for the public. She literally has this on her TikTok. There's been a lot of chatter around the paternity of our baby, and while we've known for sure from the beginning, I feel that it's finally time to put all these theories to rest. Here are the results showing Ken as the father. Ken is going to be an incredible dad, and we are so excited to welcome her to the world. Oh, look, she actually went back and fixed that. She had so many typos in that the other day, y'all, and I literally read it verbatim on our page. Anyway, y'all can see the test that she posted versus this sample test. It looks nothing like her test. The sample test shows like where the mother's name would be and then where the alleged father's name would be. Y'all can see the alleged mother's name would be right there, alleged father would be right there. And then the probability would be right here of whatever the probability is, whether it's 99.9% or not, which hers says it is. But regardless, that's where the results would be. And then your case number and name and test number, which would be your reference number, would be over here. And then it only shows a spot for one signature, which would be from the PhD, the doctor. Okay? Now, she could have chose to go and have it notarized, but it's funny how her test actually has a spot for a notary republic. So y'all see right here, it actually has, the one she posted actually has a spot for a notary republic. And it says that this notary republic license expires May 8th of 2027. And then it's got the PhD's signature right there, the doctor's signature right there, the director of the laboratory. Now, let's go back and put in her reference number and see what happens. So this site is very secure because they are dealing with people's paternity results as well as other type of results, rug test results, family member, biology results, stuff like that, like biological results and stuff. So it says, note, a secure account is created once a test is complete and results are ready to view and download. Now, since DipGyp has the actual results and DipGyp has downloaded them and showed them for all the world to see, that means that a secure account, look, again, a secure account has been created because she already has the test results, right? And she's viewed them. She showed it all for us to see, for the world to see. So a secure account has been created for her. So see right here where it asks for the reference number? That's what we're about to enter right now. And what's the reference number, hubby?
CR4.
Oh, wait. CR4.
22240.
Now let's see what pops up when we hit continue. Wow! Oh my gosh. Y'all see this, right? Look at this. Right here. When you put that reference number in that is on her test result that she has posted for all the world to see, it says, this account is not yet active. You will receive an email and login instructions once testing is complete. So does that mean that she went in for the test and it wasn't completed? Does it mean that she took the real reference number, edited the picture, took the real reference number off and put a fake reference number up? Does it mean that she made a completely fake, test result up? Because it definitely doesn't look like the sample. So at the bottom here, it says downloading your report may take a few minutes. Your password is case sensitive. having trouble logging in, first click need help, buttons for tips, yada yada, all that. Then it gives their phone number that you can call and their hours of operation as well, so that you can, get logged in to your actual results for people that actually go and have this test done. I don't know if this is fake or not. Again, here's what the report looks like that she posted versus the sample report. So y'all see that. So y'all let us know. What do y'all think?
What I noticed was the date the samples for the lab were collected was October 28th, 2024. And the date the samples were received by the lab in Ohio was October 29th, 2024. So how did they get to Ohio from Louisiana that quickly? How could they do the test that quickly with all the other customers' tests they have to do? So what do you think? Do you think it's possible Gypsy would fake medical records and commit fraud? Please like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate you all.